Hello everyone and welcome to Cardiff, where, as per typical British fashion, it is raining. So we need to get ourselves a job, and I've decided the idea of this season, because this is now season 2 or series 2, whatever you want to call it, I haven't decided if it's a season or series yet, is we're going to try and get every single one of these roads to be yellow. Now that is what we want to get done before Iceland comes out. So, freight jobs. What have we got going from Cardiff? We've got an industrial condenser. That is heavy. A JCB, a luxury yacht. These are all going outside of the UK. I want to try and stay in the UK. Bilbao, Cologne, Rotterdam. So we've only got 2 to Birmingham. What about externals? Yeah. So from Cardiff to Dover. A mobile crusher. That's pretty heavy. We're going to struggle to do jobs just inside the UK, I think. But we'll give it a go. We've got that. 26 tons for an excavator. I'm worried about weight. That's the problem here. Olive oil to Birmingham. Water tank to Liverpool. That's tiny. Ooh. Little job to Swansea. No, let's take this one to Liverpool. So, begin. There we go. We now are measuring things in miles and we're using pounds. So, first of all, let's get some wipers on. Get the lights on as well. And parking brake off, yes. It feels very, very odd being on this side of the road, I must say. But it is going to make driving easier. So, we are going this way. Nobody coming. I accidentally stuck my head out of the window. Oh, I haven't actually adjusted my seating position. I do need to do that, because I feel I'm a little far forward at the moment. But I will worry about that at the end of the episode. I'll fix that off camera. So yeah, we're going to try and stick to the UK so that we can discover as many roads. As you saw looking at the jobs, that is going to be quite tricky. There are times we are going to have to leave the UK, there's just no choice. Oh, you're letting me go, thank you. So yeah, we will have to see. We've got to go 22 miles out to go and pick up this job. That's quite a distance. So let's get that done quickly. I don't have a thing that shows cruise control, do I? Ah, yeah, I do. It's on the speedo. But, well, now we're back down to 30. Why? Why did we go to 50 and then back up to 30? Back down to 30. It seems completely pointless. It's nice to be driving in the UK, I must say. With the rain. Typical blighty weather. Now, anyone who is in my Discord and who likes Farm Sim will have a bit of a treat at the moment, because Martin ML Gamer, who made Garth Farm, is currently sharing screenshots of his upcoming map, which looks very cool. So if you want to see those, you can see them in the Discord server. Now, I'm not suggesting you join the server just for that, but if you're already in the server, then you can see them. Are we going to a farm to pick this up? I hope so, because it did look like a water tanker from a farm. So, we are turning somewhere here. No, it says we're going to Steinbrück. That's usually a quarry. Why do we have to pick up a water trailer? A tiny water trailer from a quarry. I've got no idea when Iceland is coming out, but this is Iceland, I think, is the most excited I've ever been for a DLC, because I did go to Iceland. I did not travel the entire island. That takes a lot of work, but I did go to Iceland and it was absolutely beautiful. I also did a tour of Iceland on my other channel where I flew a Cessna. That was pretty cool. Experiencing Iceland from the air and some of the very challenging airports they've got. So it's good actually that it's a very light load, because otherwise we would really struggle with this, I think. I hate getting up these hills. I wonder, can we have more than one truck? I guess we can. We can buy trucks, not give them to other people, and then we could use them. So for example, we could have a truck that's just set up for heavy cargo. Now, I think this guy is actually down here, another level. That's my sneaking suspicion. Probably shouldn't be driving this fast in the quarry as well, but meh. There he is. Yes, that is a tiny water tanker. Why do they even have it? Right, let's get this window down. No. This one. Because I can't actually see... Oh. He was right there. Okay, let's get that window back up, because it's noisy. And then we can get out of here. Before we do that, I'm going to adjust my seating position quickly. Right, seating position and mirrors adjusted, so we can now get out of here. I do hope the rain stops soon, because otherwise this is a really boring day. And how far have we got to go? 147 miles. I need to bring up Truckee. Truckee actually is up, but I don't have him open. Come on. What gear are we in? Third. We can do this. Just need to get a little bit of speed up. In fact, I'm going to drop him down. Drop him out of automatic. Keep him in third for now. Fourth. Let's just move through these gears. Eighth. Are you sure about that? And we need a rest. In 4 hours and 5 minutes. That's okay. We can get this job done and find a resting spot. There'll definitely be a resting spot somewhere in Liverpool. It's a significant city. Now, I don't remember the diff lock key, so this may be a struggle. Come on. Right. I'm just going to put the parking brake on. I'm going to get Truckee up. I'm going to find out what the key is for diff lock. We were actually surprisingly close to the top, so it didn't take too long. So diff lock is now off and we can get on our merry way. And this job should only take us 15 minutes, which is good because we've spent 10 minutes messing around. Although there are some bits I need to cut out. I'm sure this thing is meant to be light. It is, but I think the trailer is quite heavy. Oh, the rain has stopped. That's good news. And this also means that we will get this job delivered and we'll go to sleep, and when we wake up it'll be the morning again. But I really need to get onto an asphalt road. Or, as we call it in the UK, a road. Funnily enough, we only refer to roads that aren't asphalt as with the description. I've never heard anyone say an asphalt road, they just say a road. And then if you've got something else, it's a gravel road or a brick road. Or, yeah, is there anything else? A dirt road. But otherwise, yeah, you just refer to it as a road. So here, we're going to change from gravel to road. We're very descriptive in the UK. So, not going to go out flying too fast. No one there. No one here. Which means we can take our time and pull out in a nice wide circle. And now we can get ourselves moving. Still a bit sluggish, but it is better. Not quite sure why it was so sluggish. I also need a picture, don't I? That's my screenshot key. What will this picture be today? I think it's going to be just us and the water tanker travelling through the countryside. Anyone here? Nope. And here? Nope. So, wide corner again. Really got to set up the eye tracking. But we are now on our way, and I'm being told by Truckee it's 13 minutes to deliver and 13 minutes until we need to rest. Is that right? Yeah. It's basically exactly the same. See, we're struggling again. And this is a pretty powerful truck. I need to have a look. It does say in the catalogue, I think, how heavy the trailers are. It could be that this low loader is just insanely heavy. Once we get some speed up, we'll be fine. But I think we're actually going to be going through countryside the whole way, which means we're going to be topping out at 50 pretty much the whole time. But if we can try and keep at 50, then it means when we get to any hills, at least, we will already have some speed built up. But even now, my foot is flat, and we are creeping from 48 to 49, and towards 50. Yeah, there we go. So it's not that fast. Oh, please don't make me stop for this. Yeah, and the train's only just coming through, so we're going to have to do a full stop. Fantastic. Just what I didn't want to do. I was just talking about keeping my speed up. Antalya, Turkey. I don't think I've got any mods on that change traffic packs anymore. I think I disabled them all. Which means... that's now by default that we're getting... other country... We're getting, you know, trailers from other countries. Which of course happens a lot. But it's nice to see. The funny thing is that trailer says it's from Antalya, but it's got a UK license plate. Unless it's a company that's shuttling between the two, and that's why. At least we are discovering another part of the country, because I don't think we've done this route. I think this is going to be another part of the UK that turns yellow. There are lots of areas of the UK though that just don't exist in the ETS2 world. They exist in pro mods, but even then there's lots of areas that don't. But they don't exist in ETS2. I'm getting distracted because a giant moth has just flown into my room and my cat is going nuts trying to catch it. I can see already there's going to be some kind of drama soon. So I'm trying to drive. Oh, I'm going to have to deal with this. I'll be back in a moment. Sorted. The poor cat, she was getting so frustrated because she couldn't catch it. It was flying around in circles around her head and she was getting so upset. If you have cats, you've probably heard them do this kind of clicking noise. And it's when they're getting very frustrated. Usually when they see something like a bird and they can't get to it and they get really frustrated. It happens especially if they're looking through a window at something they consider to be prey, and she was doing that like mad. She was not happy. If I'm lucky, that clicking sound will actually have been caught on the microphone, and then I can add it in here, but possibly not. I will see. Right. We are now 100 Truckee is still giving me everything in kilometres. I wonder if there's a setting I can change for that. It's also giving me everything in euros. So, oh, way to go, buddy. Put your indicator on last second. Or maybe it was me not looking properly. So yes, 92 kilometres, 2 hours 14. It's now going to take us longer to get to the job than it is than when we need to rest. So it would be great if we could catch up a little. Which means foot to the floor. Get some speed. Yes, little cat. That black and white cat that was just looking at me then, that is the model of my cat called Scuddy. And she's just come back because she's still not happy about the moth. She caught it and she took it out of the room. I don't know why, because she saw that I was trying to catch it as well. Normally, she takes prey when she's caught it, when she knows I'm going to tell her off. But this time, I was after it as well. Anyway, enough about the cats. Enough about the cats. More about the trucks. More about the trucks, and I'm being messaged by someone important. Are we up to top speed? Almost. That's annoying. That's annoying. No, not that. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, because I've just noticed the way I adjusted my seat means I cannot see there we go. I couldn't see what was on the dashboard by there. That's better. Now I can see it properly. Oh, cat, 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 cat. Jeez. Does that mean I have to stop? Or just be wary? Be wary, okay. Oh no, I think I was... Oh no, the red one's a stop. I can tell already because of where she's sitting. Yeah, I knew you were going to do it. Will you stop pulling on the mouse? I'm trying to text while driving. Don't do this in real life. What? Okay. I'm still swerving, but the phone is now down. No more swerving. No more texting. I really don't text while I'm actually driving. I don't even pick my phone up. I just use Android Auto for everything. But as this is not real life, and I am able to do that semi-safely, let's say. It didn't crash then, at least. Yeah. Right. 6 minutes until we arrive, 4 minutes until we need a break. Not good. Not good. Ooh. Why am I skidding so... Oh, have I got adaptive cruise control? I hope not. I do. Right, well, I'm gonna have to wait for you to get over the crest of here. I don't think I can overtake you. It's not really safe, is it? Why are you slowing down? Don't put your brakes on. You don't put your brakes on, you maniac. Why, when you're going up a hill, would you put the brakes on? You put the brakes on when you're going down a hill. Oh, the cat's messing around again. Yep. Scaddy, stop it. The Scaddy in the cab is being nice and cute. The one in the office is... She's decided to climb behind the monitor. Yeah, sorry. I said I'd stop talking about the cats. This is the first episode of the new series. People who haven't watched this before are going to watch this and wonder why I'm driving a truck and just talking about a cat and a moth. It's not always like this, I promise. I'm doing my best to keep the speed up, while also staying safe, because I don't want to have an accident. I think it's time we put the lights on as well. Right, we're coming up to a motorway. That's good, that's good. Well, I hope it's a motorway at least. It does look like we're going on a motorway, but it looks like we're going on a motorway we've already been on. That's disappointing. I know I'm tired. The real me is also a little tired as well. So we are going to take the M53 to Liverpool with our lovely water trailer. Now, I am going to have to tuck in behind you. You're going to have to let me in. Yes, thank you very much, sir. Ooh, that was an interesting colour of road then. Oh, by the way, what I was saying earlier about roads, motorways aren't roads. But you also don't have a gravel motorway. Or at least you don't anymore. Maybe you did in the past. But yes, motorways are not the same as roads. Different word completely. This episode should be called Learn Nonsense British English with Jack. And learn about his cats. Learn cats and English. I will caveat everything I've said about the roads with in terms of the words that are used, with the addition that, at least from where I'm from, no one has ever said asphalt road to me. Do we have a truck? Do we have a limiter on? This truck won't go above 56 on the cruise control. Surely not. No, come on. I turned limiters off ages ago because I thought they were silly. Gameplay. Transmission, adaptive, no. Physics, assistance, truck speed limiter is off. Adaptive is on. Lane assistant mode. Ooh, wow, I didn't know that was on there. Blind spot sensor. Wow, we could put blind spot sensors. Range sensors, automatic headlights, beams, parking brake, engine brake, retarder. Okay, so my limiter is off. But this truck... What if I go off cruise control then? What if I go to a speed higher than 56? Or are we saying that 56 is actually the top this truck can do? In which case, this was a bad choice. Maybe it's the transmission I took. Maybe. Okay. We are coming off at the next junction, anyway. I think I'm going to have to check this out after. Possibly the transmission I took has got a top speed. And, same rule as last series applies. Cannot just go and change an engine or change a transmission on a truck. We have to change the truck if we want to do that. And I don't want to change the truck. We've just bought it. We might change it in the future, but we're not going to change it anytime now. That would be madness. Buy it at the end of last episode, sell it at the end of the first episode. No. Not happening. Luckily for us, though, we are coming off straight away. Unluckily for us, that means we don't discover Liverpool. And we need to discover Liverpool because we need to go and find a resting spot. It looks like there is one just ahead. So we'll get this delivered and then we'll go and find somewhere to rest in Liverpool. Oh, you're all going the same way as me. I didn't make the corner as well as they did. Interesting that everyone's going the same way, but maybe there's one of those magical roads at the end. Yes, there we go. They're driving through the magical road, whereas I can't. Nice tractor of a plough there. And this is us. Okay. This has taken longer than I had hoped for. I thought this episode would be nice and quick, and now we've got a sleeping penalty. Great. Let's get the hazards on. We're not going to skip, we're committed now. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion my cat is about to nudge the mouse again. I really hope not, because this is not the time for you to be playing with the mouse or the cable. This is the time to let Jack focus on driving. Straighten, straighten, straighten. Oh, no, no, no. Cat. Come on. Please say that's in. It is. Good. Right. We can turn those off as well. Nice. 5,701. We do not want to take one of your jobs. What we do want to do is get out of here. So we want to turn right. And yes, I did that without looking. Playing dangerously. Because we've already had one sleeping offence and I don't want more. At least this one is traffic light controlled, so I know we're safe. Right, we are ready to rock and roll. I think I saw a sleeping place just as we enter the city. Yes, there we go. You can see it up ahead. We're also going to unlock whatever that is. Liverpool must be bigger than that. In the game, I mean. It can't really just be, what is that, about 5 roads? No. That would be madness. I think we'll go to the garage to sleep. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just do this and hope that we unlock that. It's a recruitment agency. Are we going to unlock? Yes, we are. Should have checked my mirrors before doing that. That was a bad idea. But here we go. Here's the hotel. We'll park forwards today just to get this done a little bit quicker. There we go. Lights off. Into neutral. L key to stop. Home to sleep. And we are ready for another day tomorrow. Wow, Gertruda just bought me in 32k. That is very nice. Thank you, Gertruda. That is it for today, though. So, thank you very, very much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you again soon for another episode. Bye-bye.